I remember having a conversation with an inmate, and he says to me, he says, Jesse, I've been living in this story for so long that I couldn't even tell you what the other story could possibly be, but I'm willing to find out what that could possibly be. And that's when that phrase really, I heard it before, but when it really, really resonated with me, living in story. And it's when I really began to connect to what that meant for me. And there are no wrong answers to what does living in story mean. It's really anything goes. It's what you want it to mean for you. But for me, when I think of what living in story means, it means that I recognize that I'm in a story. But what is that story? And in the context of the conversation with the inmate, there are two stories. There's the old story of pain, the old story of old ideas and old belief systems that tell me this is who I am. And then there's the new story, or the greater story, the possibility, the story of hope, the story of the victor. But both of those are stories that I can either choose to embrace or not. Beneath story is truth. And beneath truth is relationship. And beneath relationship is trust. And I don't know if they're all beneath each other, but they're all contained within this umbrella of this idea of story. Story is what's on the surface, but beneath, what is the truth? That's why I always say that the courtroom is an arena not of competitive storytelling, but of competitive truth-telling. The story is the vehicle, but the truth is what you're connecting to. That, to me, is a story. And when I see myself when I can see myself or embrace myself as being in a story, I get to choose which story I want to tell or I want to live. But I also see that I'm a character in this play. And so are you. And allows me to helpfully get above emotion just enough to be able to get some real objectivity and to become the ideal storyteller, or get into the ideal storytelling state, which is to become the witness. And contained within witness, the witness, the state of the witness, is awe. And then hopefully I can let go of a little bit more and more judgment to allow myself to step into the greater story. That's the procedure that I take, but it begins by recognizing that living in story means I'm in one.